I'm here doing a little fishing at Gull Lake. I kind of wanted to fish June Lake, but I couldn't find a place where I could easily get to the fishing side of the lake and be able to watch my RV, keep an eye on the dogs at the same time. So Gull Lake is almost just as good, maybe better, especially when you consider the parking. And yes, I'm camping under the fish statue, so either I will or I won't catch something here. It's either good luck or bad luck. I'm eating pizza, I'm drinking a generic soda, and trying to keep the meat bees away. Meat bees are those little hornets that love soda and any kind of meat or fruit or anything, really. There's a storm coming over, and it's blowing in smoke from, I guess, Yosemite. So the air quality is not perfect. Originally, the reason I came up here was to take my boat out on the lake. And I may still. But it certainly won't be today. Not with this kind of wind. Even these big boats are starting to come off the lake. And it's just going to get worse and worse. I'm sure you guys can hear the wind. Wind loves to screw up a video. I'm trying to cup the microphone with my hand to keep the wind diverted around it, but I don't know how well that's working. I don't know if I'll catch anything or not. The phone's running kind of low on memory, and I didn't bring the pivot head or the GoPro, so I've got other fishing videos on here if you want to see me catching fish. Today this is just about me. Just relax, leave the pole sit and fish. There's two types of fishing. There's the actively moving up and down the shoreline or the riverbank, tossing lures and floating bait, or there's just sitting and floating bait. And today I'm in the sitting kind of mood. I'm still fishing, but I don't know how much longer I'll be fishing for. I'm really surprised these guys are out here right now because we just had a huge thunderclap over this way. And it's enough to make me consider reeling in the pole and going in the house. Now, if I'm thinking about doing that, that means these guys are crazy out there in the middle of the lake. They're literally the tallest thing for hundreds of yards around. So if there's a strike anywhere in this vicinity, it's going to nail them. Everybody else, you notice, is getting the fuck off the lake, except this one little boat out here. Hell, you guys probably can't even see all those. That boat's leaving. That boat's not. All these boats just went into shore. Apparently these guys on the paddle boards are newcomers. At least the one guy got smart and laid down. He's probably just being screwing around, though. He probably doesn't realize he might be saving his own life. I shouldn't even be out here holding an electronic device in my hand recording, but I am not known for making the smartest decisions either. So, anyways, just fishing from the park, determined to catch one fish out of every lake, at least one fish out of every lake on the June Lake Loop. I've caught several out of Grant Lake several years ago. I haven't even put a line in June. They make it really hard to get down to June Lake unless you take a boat out there or want to hike down a hill. Or if I didn't have the dogs and I didn't have to keep an eye on the motorhome, I wouldn't care. But I do and I do, so I don't. But I'm going to sit here for a little while because I got nothing else going. Just watch the pole, listen for the bell to ring. If the lightning gets really bad, we may have to start up the motorhome and go someplace else because the dogs freak out. I need to be in there with them to make sure that they don't start tearing things up. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get a couple more minutes of video here, if I can even use it through the wind. Do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. And don't be the tallest thing around in a lightning storm. should be reeling my pole in right now, but I wonder if you can hear that. Sound of the rain hitting the water. It's not as loud as it was before I pulled the phone out, of course. They never are. Sounded like a rain stick. I've heard rain on a lot of things before, but I guess I've never heard it on a calm lake. I doubt that's being picked up by the microphone, and I'm sure my talking over it doesn't help. But it might get caught. The crickets were caught. And if it could hear those.